As the primaries for the presidential nomination continue, we've been watching as some states are a winner-take-all delegates, winner-take-the-most, and split decision states.
It's kind of confusing. So if you're a little bit confused about the delegate process, for most of us, how do you teach it to your kids? It can be even more confusing. Well, News 19 went into the classroom. News 19's Lauren Thomas has that and explains how to break down this delegate process.
That's all right, guys. We decided to have middle schoolers from Kelly Mill Middle School get in on the action, or at least the board game version of a presidential contest, and it's called Landslide.
It's kind of like a game of chance.
It's very competitive and it gets very intense fast.
It's all about catering your issues to make sure that all the states want you.
While these Kelly Mill Middle School students are talking about the board game Landslide, the same can be said about the game of politics.
It's mainly about luck and how good your poker face is.
We asked a dozen students to sit down and play two different versions of the board game where players compete to become president by gaining electoral votes in the general election.
Ooh, my only red one.
Sixth grade social studies teacher Tori White says her students have shown a great interest in the process.
They are all passionate, but they tend to come down on one side of the coin or the other. Sometimes the kids seem to know a lot about who the candidates are and what's going on, but they don't necessarily know the in-depth policies.
All right, I start the bid at $250,000.
In playing the 1970s version of the game, students bid on stage with votes they earned while taking their turn. The 2004 version included money, which caused some problems.
Voter fraud!
But overall, students were looking for the best way to win states. What state do you have?
Nevada.
So how do the students feel about the campaign and election process? Well, according to 7th grader Isabella Diabru,
I can see how it connects, the board game connects to real life, because you're trying to gain all these votes and just trying to win everybody over.
despite winning a few states in the game, 8th grader Jayla Sumter says she has no intentions of taking on politics as a career.
I honestly don't think that it's easy. I think that it's kind of hard just to get people to campaign and actually lure people in to vote for you.
But 8th grader Jalen Nesbitt is looking forward to going to the polls one day.
It really shows you in the political way how the elections actually go. So it gets you prepared for when you are voting as a future voter.
7th grader Alexia Pryor says when it comes to words of wisdom for voters,
go with whatever politician you think will make the lives of you and the people around you better.
Now 5 states are up for grabs during tomorrow's presidential primary. Those states include Missouri, Illinois, Ohio, North Carolina, and Florida. Republican candidates will be fighting for more than 350 delegates, while Democrats will fight for nearly 800. So far, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are leading the delegate race. In the studio, Lauren Thomas, News 19, WLTX.